Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey,
And we good. And we live. Finally got this happening after 3 or 4 years.
That's
We
a fact.
finally
We've been
nearly
talking about
3
it.
years. Yeah,
That's crazy.
and it's an honor to sit down with, man. You're a legend.
Nah,
so
thank you, man. It feels good.
You got to kill it last night.
Son, that shit was crazy. Shout out to Joyner. Joyner Fest was fucking nuts. The whole tour was crazy. I did the whole tour. That shit was. I've been on a couple tours in my career. This is probably the dopest yet because it's just I learned a lot and just saw a lot more. I mean, I guess everything was a progression. My first tour was with Royce the 5. No, my first tour was with Scarface years ago when I first came in this bitch. Scarface, Eric Sherman. A couple years past at the Royce the 5'9". Layers. Was that Layers? Tour. Dope. I learned a lot on that tour too because Royce tours an ill kind of way. He don't do the turn up and all of that. So after the show, he go get some rest. He wake up early the next day, get like a smoothie, go to the fucking gym. Every day. So I actually got healthier on that tour. It was great. I was like, nah, I'm touring like this. You know what I mean? So I pick up different things from different artists that I fuck with each tour. I did the Benny tour. I did 2 tours with Benny. One domestically, we did one in Europe. I was fire too though. That was dope. But this one was just special in a different kind of way. You know what I mean? Reaching different people. I performed a different type of way. I tried a lot of things on this tour that I didn't try before. Different records. It was just a fucking crazy experience, man. Like last night was crazy. Y'all turned up in the city. It was lit.
Sure. Worcester. Something about Benny. I want to talk about the turning up and shit. Something about Benny that's crazy is he'll just go to the studio in whatever city and work until like 3 a.m. every day after the tour.
Benny go hard.
It's crazy.
That man takes no rest.
Are you a partier after you? What's your after show?
I used to party back in the days. Now I'm a workaholic, man. I can't turn this shit off, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I record, write, perform. I'm like a machine. One day I gotta like hit a switch and just relax for like a week. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. When you do relax, you just think about work and shit.
So it's not really relaxed. I'm never relaxed. My brain is like. So I remember like the therapist told me try meditation, but then the therapy didn't even work. So it's like, the fuck.
You ever try meditation?
Yeah, it didn't work. I gotta hit the switch on this machine up here. Mm-hmm. That shit is very busy. It's almost busier than my body, but it's busy.
Yeah. Well, you said you're back on the weed. Weed like slows me down. Maybe too much, but it lets me like not get over.
That's why I smoke to turn it off.
What I mean?
My brain is like this. So the weed, like, all right, cool. I can mellow out, watch a show, chill, and relax. But otherwise, my shit is on go 24/7. And then like I'm a creative, like truly a creative at heart. So I'm thinking about lines, metaphors, ideas, videos, shit. It's like everywhere. My shit is just, I come up with metaphors and lines and ideas out of everything I look at all day.
Yeah.
The shit doesn't go off. So it's like.
That's probably why what Royce does is good, because it's just like you just regulate your day. You get in a routine and you're like, this is the routine. I'm never gonna break
That was
it.
a dope way to talk, because you used to turning up, niggas chilling, doing all this extra shit. He would literally just perform. At the end of the night, I'm going to get rest. Mm-hmm. Wake up the next day, dumb early, get a smoothie, go to the fucking gym.
You ever hear of a rapper Danny Brown?
Yeah.
From Detroit?
I don't know him, but I fuck with son.
So I brought my mom to his show in Boston.
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
my mom had never been like backstage at a show or whatever, and
Was it
she
lit?
thought it was gonna be like some crazy thing, and it was just like us watching basketball. Like she thought it was good. Like I think people have a very strange mentality of what after a rap show is really like.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's not that but for some guys, they really keep the facade going. That's their real life. Some motherfuckers just really turn up all the time. And it depends. If you're like new in the business and it's fresh and new and exciting, then yeah, you should go live the rapper life. Once you did it before and this is kind of like a job and an actual career, it's not a fucking hobby. You're making a living from this shit and putting your whole team on, you're changing lives. You look at it more structured and more like a business now. Plus, you actually want to rest.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be tired. Like 30 days straight of this shit. Flights and traveling and living out of a suitcase and you're not sleeping at all and you're around all kind of different human
Eating
beings.
like shit.
You're not
like,
eating the same.
yeah.
You're not resting. Bruh, 2 weeks of that, you be like, hold up. You start feeling different. So if you don't watch that shit, you get caught up in that. So imagine drinking and smoking every day for a month and not eating the same or resting. You could get sick and be fucked up in the game end of the tour.
Yeah.
Or you could tour like Royce, or like I'm more focused like that too. You can end up more healthy after the tour. Like, I feel good. I need a little bit of rest, but niggas in shape. I done worked out and ate some salmon. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when was the Scarface tour? What year was that?
This is years ago. I was down with like Lyricist Lounge. I don't even know if I had a deal then, but it was just like when I first got on, Scarface wanted to sign me. That's my big bro too. Shout out to Face. He wanted to sign me in the beginning, but I didn't understand. I was in such demand for so many labels. I didn't go with his offer because I didn't know better at the time. If I knew what I knew now, then I would have said, "Fuck the label's money. I'm going with Face," because he would have gave me the whole South. Because he said it too, but I didn't understand what it meant. He was like, "Hey, I don't have the money independently to compete with the majors. What I could do is single-handedly introduce you to the whole South myself, take you on tour, and introduce you to my fan base myself." I didn't know what that meant when I first got on.
You wish you did that?
What? I'd be the biggest rapper in the world if I did that. Remember when Nelly first came out and he sold like Diamond? He did that because he toured all the tertiary markets, the smaller markets first. So all the smaller cities knew him. So by the time he had a hit, he had the whole country in the palm of his hand. I would have been the only East Coast guy to have the South in that way if I did that. I'd have been the biggest thing ever.
Are major labels? This is such a fucked up question. Are major labels positive in any way? Like I truly have never heard a good. I truly have never heard a good story. You know what I mean?
No. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yes and no, because a record deal essentially is a bad fucking loan. But if you get the blessing to use the marketing dollars the right way, they will make you famous as fuck, and that's gonna really propel your career. So a lot of guys that bash independent, unless you straight came in independent, blew up like that, and got rich, great. But a lot of dudes was on majors first. They had the marketing dollars spent on them, and then they went independent. Like a Tory Lanez or certain artists, they had the marketing dollars spent on them first, $250,000, whatever the fuck it was. Now they're worldwide, now they're famous, and then you go indie, you're gonna kill them. So yeah, it could benefit you. Because also too, let's say they blow a bag on you independent. I mean at a major, right? Let's say you flop. It's a bad loan that you don't technically owe back. It's not making your credit bad. It's like you don't have to pay it back. If they drop you, you spent $250,000, $500,000, and got dropped. It's like, all right. I'm famous with a name and don't owe you $500,000. Peace, and then go independent. So it's like, I'm not gonna shit on majors now. It just depends on how you do business. You could do a good deal or a bad deal.
Would you have been happy with that path though? Like if you were the biggest artist in the world right now, that's a lot. That's not. I don't think that life is fun to be like. Or is a life like what you have, what like you're you get to be yourself.
But as an artist, right? As a true creative, your goal is to be heard by as many human ears as possible. So if you have the opportunity to be exposed to more humans, hell fucking yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that takes a lot of marketing dollars. When you see an artist everywhere and it's like, oh my God, he buzzing everywhere. He's on every playlist. He's all over the place. It takes a lot of money to be all over the place. I mean, a label probably spent $1 million on you. And when they're not all over the place, the fucking marketing dollars got smaller. They didn't get less hot. The music didn't change. The marketing budget changed. So, yeah, I would spend that fucking money and be worldwide, be on billboards in Tokyo and shit. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the difference. When they spending a huge bag on you, marketing-wise, or even on the internet, when you see a record everywhere, ads and playlists and all this shit, that takes a lot of fucking money to do that. So, yeah. Either you have an investor or a dope boy like myself.
Yeah.
I don't say that. But you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, it take a lot of money to do that.
I remember sitting in a label meeting at a label in New York City, one of the biggest ones, and I'm not going to say the name, and I remember them talking about paying like 20 TikTokers to blow up a song. Like, we're going to pay...
Now, if they went to the top motherfuckers, those dudes probably charge $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for a fucking post and wasn't really getting money on TikTok. Mm-hmm. They probably blow $50,000 to $100,000 on just that. Then they're gonna spend another $100 on ads. Like you already $200,000 in just to work this one song and blow this one artist up. Like they'll spend $250,000 on a song and send you out of here. So doing that independently is gonna be a little rough. You can, but that means you already pumped up off streams and all of this shit. So it's like to spend somebody else's money to do that is a blessing.
Yeah.
So it depends on how you do your deals, what I'm trying to say.
Don't you think people, this is such, because I get to be a professional fan. You know what I mean? That's like my thing. So it's like, I get to see, I like when I see an artist grind and I know who they are, not like what the money has bought them. No, you know what I mean?
As a fan, I feel you. That's as a fan, you want to see the progression. You want to see the growth. You want to feel like I'm riding with you. I'm a part of your growth. So as a fan, hell yeah. But as an artist, nobody wants it. Nobody chooses to grind. You grind because you have to. Now, if you get a good deal and they're going to blow a bag on you, who the fuck is not going to choose that?
Yeah.
I was like somebody with your podcast right now saying, let me invest in your podcast and give you a $250,000 and take it out of here. You're gonna be like, nah, fuck it, I'd rather grind. You be like, nah, give me that. I'm gonna spend that and blow my shit crazy.
Yeah, but like
You don't
I
think
do.
so?
Look at how we're recording this. Like
Would you turn it down if they said I want to give you
for
a big set and we want to have ads everywhere and we trying to drive your numbers to the fucking millions tomorrow?
Are they telling me how I'm doing it? Like,
Nah, you got creative control. They can put the bag behind what you want to do. What you want to do. You would say, I want to shoot my next podcast on a fucking the wing of a 747. I'm shooting this shit on the fucking moon tomorrow. Great, we got a budget for you. Here you go, Sam. What yes or no?
of course.
See?
But I want to say no. I want to. My creative brain wants to say no. My
why?
creative, because I like the art. Because I like.
They're not changing you. Let's say you have 100% autonomous creative control, Sam. We just got the bag, and we want a percentage of what we're gonna help you make. Would you say yes or no?
All right. Can I ask you a question to answer that question?
Yeah.
With what you see, me pulling up, and then I go, my total listens for my podcast is right around 50 million. I'm right at 50 million listens to the podcast, and you see how I'm shooting it.
Right.
Is that cool, or is that
Nah,
you're
it's cool. I ain't
like,
gonna front.
or are you like, damn, I wish I was sitting in a big ass studio with 50 people and cameras and lights
It is cool because
and shit.
the organic grassroots shit is all I know, to keep it 100. But I've seen so many sides of the spectrum, touring, different artists. I've seen what money can do. So it's like, it is cool, but you put in the grind already to be at 50 mil. So now let's say you want to take that 50 mil and turn it into 250 mil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, I put the fucking work in already. So if they want to help me, I got the accolades from the grind. So if somebody was going to help you take it even further, that's not a bad thing. But you could say no and say, nah, I'm going to take it this way because I'm making my bread doing this way. I was going to say it's two sides of the coin. You can say, because you might say, no, motherfucker, because y'all want a percentage of what you're going to make me, and I make more money doing it this way. So that's the other side of it too. A lot of times a deal, right, you'll get, I don't even know if it's a good deal or a bad deal no more because I don't fuck with the majors. But let's say you get 12 cents on a dollar. 12 cents out of a fucking dollar, they get 88 cents. Let's say that's the case, and you go platinum. You probably make what somebody be making at a good job. Meanwhile, if you went independent, and let's say you had 20% deal split with another company, but they take 20%, you take 80, and you went platinum and got 80% of your record, you're fucking rich. You're in the millions. So the kind of money the label's making, you're making.
Yeah.
So, but let's say you're not as big as what you would have been if they put the marketing dollars, but you wouldn't be as rich either. So, depends on how you want to do the deal. That's why I asked you that. Like, would you take the lights?
Yeah, and of course I would love that, but it wouldn't be cool.
Nah,
and I
not.
know that's so shitty to say, but it's like.
But see, I don't see. This is why I play devil's advocate. I wouldn't say it wouldn't be cool because you didn't just start yesterday, skip the grind, and then got that. You put the fucking work in already. So if you get the extra lights, bells and whistles from the grind, then it's cool. Then it's okay. You're like, nah, I put the fucking work in. I can take this. If I want to take it, I earned the right to take it because I put that work in already. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'm also dumb because I'm 26. You know what I mean? Like
It ain't dumb. Nah, chase your passion the way you want. It ain't dumb because there's so much money in independence. That's why I said major deals. It has to be a good deal to be a good deal, or else it's a bad fucking loan. Just because you sign does not mean it's the best thing. So, but I don't bash majors. But would I turn on a major deal? I probably would. It had to be a really good deal because I make a good amount of money off my shit already. So it'd have to be a good fucking deal for me to be like, you gave me an offer I can't refuse. It got to be like that, or it ain't worth it because you might make less money, have more fame. You'll make other money other places with the fame because fame brings you currency as well. That's its own currency. A fucking face card when you're famous is money. But is it worth it? If the deal ain't shit, then
Is more money always better as an artist?
Nah, it's not always. It depends because some people have more money and did a lot for that more money they probably regret right now. So I think true freedom is better for an artist, and whatever that entails, whether it's money, whether it's chasing your dream, to be free is the goal, in my opinion.
And do you feel
And
fulfilled?
proud of what you have accomplished. To be free and proud. Word.
To feel fulfilled.
Yeah,
You're like,
you gotta feel fulfilled. Because imagine you got rich as fuck, you feel like a slave, and you're not proud of what you did. Then the money's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? But let's say I have less money, and I'm proud of what the fuck I accomplished, and I feel free as fuck. I could do what I want to do when I want, with by creating a living out off my passion. That's freedom. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think you would have had, like, your music seems very you, and that's what I like about it. But if you did that other way, they'd probably want to make you make music a different way.
That could happen, yeah. I remember, like, my first deal, right? Was it the first one? Yeah, when I went to Sony. They didn't get it when I first got there. They were trying to put me in a room with, like, B2K or some shit. I was like, no, sir. It's not going to work. Yeah. They didn't get it. I'm dead ass. He laughing and shit. Dead ass. Yo, we got R. Kelly over here writing these hits. We got B2K in room B. I was like, nah, leave them niggas there. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I was like, y'all niggas don't get it. So yeah, somebody could change. Or there was another artist I worked with. I ain't gonna say his name. Another A-list celebrity. Yeah. Who had a vision for me that was not my vision either. He was like, I got this whole vision for Grafh. I know what we can do with him. Let's get him in some Durango boots. And I swear to God, that was his first line. I was like,
that's a crazy first thing.
How about we just don't do that? How about we don't?
How about you just don't tell me what to wear?
Yeah, how about we just don't do that? How about we just don't and say we did?
Do you think dressing nicer helps you?
In life, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm into fashion, man. I like shit.
Yeah, but, I dress like shit, and I think it's been hurting me. I've been like, I need to start dressing nicer.
Yeah, I guess we gotta get Sam a budget. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I spend my money on the travel. All my money goes back into travel for the podcast. Straight up, I make this. This is my living between stand up and the podcast. But it's a lot to travel.
But I like that you love what you're doing and you're passionate about it. That's why I fuck with you. That's why I was like, I'm fucking with Sam. Because you care about this shit. You know how much motherfuckers got into this podcast game just for the money? That ain't it. You can't do nothing for the money except for a fucking job. Anything to do with passion or art, get the money part out of it. Just follow your heart. Let the money come. Mm-hmm. Chasing the money art and money in the same sentence, that's not what's up. It's a blessing to make a living off your art. It's a blessing to make a living off what you're passionate about. But if you only do it for the bread, that's no passion, and that's not what's up. Yeah, I don't co-sign that. I'm not jacking that. To me, that's what fucks the culture up. Like I'm the type of rapper, I give a fuck about the culture. I just do. I care about pushing it forward. I care about making cool shit. For motherfuckers that care about cool shit, that's it. Whatever money that yields, great. I care about making cool shit for people who care about cool shit. That's it.
The average American, not the average human, the average American works 40 hours a week and they make $56,000 a year.
Right.
That's the average, $56,000 a year.
That is the average.
That's not a lot of, like...
It's not even, you can't live off that in New York. You'd be fucked up. You'd be in the basement somewhere. So it's not a lot. You'd have to really be in a different city to even survive off that shit. New York, not going to happen. Or LA. Any of the major cities, you're going to be struggling.
How much do you think this is just blow past this if you can't answer this. How much do you think you need to make to be a professional rapper? What's the like?
It depends on how far you're trying to take it. If I like my whole career, right, I never paid for ads. I never paid for features. I mean, not knocking nobody that does. Mm-hmm. Pay for what you want in this business. I've been blessed and fortunate enough that a lot of the features that I've acquired over the time happen to be people that I respect and they respect me mutually as well. And it was a mutual exchange. So that's part of my blessing. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
But to do the shit the right way, like the artists that are successful, they spend a lot of money on ads, a lot of money on marketing. Mm-hmm. Like marketing, especially nowadays, forget about it. Marketing is more important than your fucking music. Sucks. Like the way the game is now, in my opinion, is my least favorite time in terms of the business part of it. Because to me, the business outshines the art by far. You got to do all kinds of content and tricks and shit to make motherfuckers listen to the music. That sucks. If you just want to make music, you can't. You have to market it. Like, in this day and age, most of the hottest niggas are just the best content creators, which means you have the best editing software or the best director. So really, I'm not competing with a dope rapper. I'm competing with a director. It's the best content maker, not the best artist. And that sucks to me because I just want to make music and I want to make cool shit for motherfuckers that want to hear cool shit. But you got to focus more on the marketing to make people hear the music.
Yeah. Come up with a dumb dance for 6 seconds of a song.
So I start here, then I got all of this shit and tricks to get you back here. It's fucking whack.
People will just have 15 seconds and that's like, they're known for 15 seconds. Like, no disrespect to what's his name, Central C. Central C's one of the biggest artists, like pop artists right now. And he just said, how could I be homophobic? My bitch is gay. And that one line, like...
Changed his life.
That's crazy.
It
That's
like
crazy.
That, but that's the era you in right now. But that was a dope song though.
And he's very talented. I don't mean to say it as like
Son is talented. Shout out to Son. But
one line.
But that's how it goes. Yeah, one viral moment could change your fucking life, and everybody's looking for that one viral moment. So it changed the game because now everybody wants to go viral, which means in this climate they'll do anything it takes to go viral, which cheapens the fucking art, which fucks the culture up because they don't give a fuck about the art. Like in this climate, right back in the days, and I don't know if this is a great example or not, but let's say a motherfucker knocked you out. Back then, the guy who did the swinging would be the one that goes viral. Nowadays, you could be the nigga that got knocked out and be viral.
Yeah.
Like it could be a total clown show and you could still go viral and be that nigga and make all this money. So it's no integrity in this shit anymore. It's just whoever's the most viral off of whatever the fuck.
It's like almost who can do the humiliation. I don't mean this in a fucking
right.
Sacrifice yourself to the devil. I'm not talking about this, but like the humiliation ritual you can give to yourself.
Fast.
Like you can be famous by looking like an idiot.
Fast.
That's how. There's so many people.
It doesn't matter.
The Hawk Tour girl. You know that chick who's been going viral?
She's super lit now. I saw the video.
She's hella viral. You know what I'm talking about?
So, but I know the video is viral, but is she like her?
No,
she's viral now?
I would hate to be her, bro. She's probably mad as hell that show went
I don't know if she's
viral.
really viral for sucking dick.
Like for saying that you gotta spit on like
but
that
it's
shit.
Outside of that video though, it's like her social platform is viral too now.
No, I don't think she hasn't come out as like who it is.
Yeah, because she probably don't want to be. I mean, why?
Who would want to be known?
Unless she does want to be known for that, then it's like, all right, cool. But
yeah,
that's the world we live in now.
There's two different.
Content is king right now, man. It ain't about the art, unfortunately. For me, it's about the art though. So
do you feel like there's two different worlds?
I feel the way I can.
In rap right now, there's the content world, and then there's this like push of real music.
Yeah,
and they're separate and they're going side by side, and there's certain crossover like when West does something with Travis,
right?
Or even like Joyner, I feel like is very good at like crossing between the two worlds.
Well, Joyner is an interesting hybrid of fucking artists because this dude, he thinks of the videos first and then writes the songs. That's fucking unheard of. Sometimes I can write a dope song and I might even have a clear visual for what I want the video to be, but I know the story I'm telling in the music. He sees the video first, then goes and makes the record. He be like, let's shoot the shit. It's fucking and he edits his own videos too. This nigga's different.
I didn't even know that. That's actually crazy.
Yo, his ideas is like, this dude is different.
So but you can't trust other people with your art. I get it. No, you don't want other people doing your shit. You
can't. He's a prime example. So it's like it's a double-edged sword for those who really care about the art and make cool shit, especially hip-hop based, and those who just give a fuck about going viral.
You said it's not
the same human most of the time.
You said it's the worst time in rap for the business.
The business as a creative that just wants to make dope music. If you just really want to focus on making dope music, is the worst time for you because you can't. If you don't figure out a cooler way to market it or put just enough time into marketing your what you create as you did making it, it's gonna fall on deaf ears. That fucking sucks for a true creator that just wants to fucking make music. Because you have to. I'm not a marketing guy. I don't give a fuck about being a marketing guy. I give a fuck about making the coolest music ever. I don't want to be the marketing guy. I don't want to fucking be the PR guy. I don't want to do none of that shit.
Yeah.
I gotta wear many hats as an independent artist to fucking capitalize on my artistry the correct way. Do I give a fuck about that? No, nigga, I don't. I just want to go to the studio and make some hot shit.
But do you think the art is at a bad place right now, or is art?
No. I'm not saying the art's in a bad place. I'm saying if you are a true creator that just wants to make cool ass music, and that's what you want to focus on. I just want to make dope shit in the studio. You can't focus on that. You could do it, but if you only focus on that, nobody's gonna fucking hear it. You have to go out and be the best marketing. You have to be just as good at marketing your music as you are at making it. So that's what I mean. So if you're not a marketing dude and you only want to fucking rap, either you have to hire somebody to do it or figure that shit out.
Yeah.
Or it's going to fall on deaf ears. That's what I mean by it's the worst time for an actual creative that just wants to rap and make cool music. A creative that wants to create cool visuals, and you have, let's say you don't even rap that well, but your visuals off the hook, you're going to win. You're going to surpass the motherfucker that's nice. I can be nice as I want to be. This guy over here can suck, but if he has better ideas visually, he's going to fucking scale way past me way quicker. Beyond. He'll be at the top and you'll be down here like, wow, he blew past me so quick. That's the era you're in right now.
But those fall offs are way harder.
Well, we haven't seen it yet. We in a digital
I think we've
visual
seen fall-offs of artists.
No, I'm
like,
just saying, but not in this digital visual space. If you're good at creating visuals, you're not gonna fall off. You could suck at making music. If you're good at creating visuals and working the internet and all the digital shit that comes with the shit, all the algorithm this and list and all that shit, if you're good at that, you can fucking suck at rapping and it won't matter. You will still shine brighter than the dudes who are nice at creating art for real.
what do you
That's
think
I mean.
the state of actual music is right now?
It's like the Wild Wild West. You got niggas that's nice, you got niggas that suck, you got niggas that's doing good visuals, you got everything, and there's no.
But do you think good music is being created right now?
Somewhere, not a lot, not the most of the dope shit is just not being exposed or heard. So yeah, it's being created. Is it getting listened to? That's another question. It's being created, but the things you hear are what you can see the most. And things you can see the most are gonna be from content creators who know how to create the best visuals or the most viral moments. But good music is being created. There's a lot of dope shit. It just ain't, the light ain't on the shit because they might have shitty visuals or they might not know how to fucking market the shit the best. It is a marketing contest. It ain't the best rapper show. It ain't the best song show. It's the best playlist, algorithm, bending ass visual show. Like if you're competing against good directors, you're going to lose. You know what I'm saying? As a lyricist.
If
So
you're
that's where we at.
a rapping ass rapper, what advice would you give those people?
Get a job, quit. I would say you have to figure out how to market yourself because the visuals are going to supersede just the art. It just, unfortunately, it will. Like me, I'm the best rapper ever. If I don't focus on marketing and the visuals and all the other shit I'm talking about right now, I get unheard. As good as I am, I'll only be heard by the people who've been following. In terms of new followers, the algorithm ain't even allowing that. They're not even allowing you out this little cage you in if you don't figure out how to break out of that shit with visuals and playlisting and all the other fucking nonsense that come with this shit. Just making cool music ain't enough. That's the game we in.
I feel like I found your shit because you were a great you know what I mean? It
Hey,
wasn't
that's
no
why I
like
fuck with you.
video. It wasn't no other than like
That's
your
why I fuck with
shit.
you.
Your shit's fire. You know what I mean?
But do you know how many people? But the majority has not.
Yeah.
Like even on this tour, I learned that the most. I made so many new fans. It's like I never heard of you before. It's fucking crazy. They see me on the stage, follow. I downloaded 3 albums just now. You're fucking fire. And my shit is flooded with DMs of people showing love, and it's getting tapped in. And I appreciate it so much. So I got to shout out Joyner. Like salute to you, my boy, because I wouldn't have been on this tour without the invite. But I learned so much about the fans, what they want, how to connect with them, where they're at. Because I'm like, damn, it's untapped. We went around the country. So many untapped humans I haven't connected with at all. Like they think I just came out yesterday. I'm like, great, let's go tap in, nigga. You see what's up.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a whole world that I haven't tapped into, and I appreciate the welcome. Word.
I used to get mad when people would be like, my favorite rappers are like J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. I'd always be like, you're basic. But then I get it. It's like a lot of people just have never,
bro.
A lot of people have never been exposed to
Right.
anything else.
Because
like,
also too, you have to remember, if you're basic in how you consume music, you won't even scratch the surface of what's out there. You gotta know how to use the internet, bro. Just to find what you want to find. Unless it's marketed in your face, then you have to then wherever you look, you'll see it. That's what I'm trying to say. If there's a marketing budget behind shit, you ain't gotta look for it. When there's no money behind cool shit, you gotta find it. If you don't know how to even use the internet properly, or you're not interested in using the shit properly, you'll never find it. So
I used
the dope
to
shit will go unheard forever. You know what I'm trying to say? 'Cause
Yeah.
if you're not, you might be busy, might have kids, might have a job, might have a life, you might have a girlfriend, your job, whatever the fuck. You're busy. Some people are too busy to scour the web and look for new cool shit. You care about the art, so you're looking for shit. Most people are not looking for shit. They just find it when they find it. They're not avidly looking for the shit. You know
how'd you find music? Like your first memory finding music?
Probably, I don't know how the fuck I found music. I was buying CDs and shit. I loved tangible goods. So buy the CD, open the motherfucking booklet, look through it, read the credits. I'm that kind of artist. I want to see it. I want to like, that shit is amazing when you can hold a CD and look at the booklet. Like that shit is dope. People lost that when all the digital shit, because you don't even get to, like back then when artists are making albums, do you know how much thought they put into their fucking album art? The booklet, how they wanted it to open, how they wanted it to fall out. They was doing photo shoots for the fucking booklet. Like, motherfuckers was figuring out, they was writing thank you notes. Like, my first album, I was writing a thank you note for like months trying to not forget names, and I wanted it in my own hand font, and I'm thinking about all this shit. So it's like fans today got cheated of that. You lost that because artists are not putting that much time into the packaging anymore because they can't.
Yeah.
But that shit was fire back then. I remember buying CDs and fucking opening the booklet, and it felt like something. Even if you go to a concert, you need something to sign. What the fuck you signing? You want to sign some shit, like a picture, a photo, like all the. I missed this generation misses out on a lot of classic fan connection, fan experience shit. So I think I was consuming music just that way and listening to what people say. Yo, did you check out this? Like word of mouth, things like that. Like I give a fuck about the art, what's really hot. Not what's shown to me, what's shoved down to people's throats for marketing. Fuck that. Like what's actually hot. I care about that shit.
What was the first CD you bought?
I think it was had to be Nas. It Was Written. I think that was the first CD I actually got. I was fucking junior high school or some shit. And I heard It Was Written, and it was like, what the fuck? And then I think I heard Illmatic after that, because I was too young to really understand Illmatic. It was just so wordy, and I was like, nah, I didn't get it. And when I got into Nas, I was like, this motherfucker is like the rap Jesus, and he's the reason why I started rapping. He's the first rapper that I noticed was rapping about shit that's occurring outside his window. I was like, I see the same shit outside of my window. And then I started fucking with hip hop after that. I got in like Tupac and all that shit later.
Were you nervous meeting him?
Nas.
Do you get nervous? You know what I'm talking about?
I still feel nervous meeting Nas. I met him. I know Nas. Seen him a million times. Still feel like a fucking school kid when I see Nas. I seen Nas. Was that a week or two ago at the Roots picnic? Still feel the same feelings I feel when I first bought shit. I feel the same shit when I see Nas. Like, oh shit, it's Nas. Whatever. I feel the same shit every time. Word. So some feelings don't change.
Yeah.
Word.
That's cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, that's
I think
cool.
it's really cool that he knows my shit. Like that's who I look up to in this shit. So when I remember one time he was like, I'm watching you, and he named records I had out. I was like,
really?
Word of mother.
Wait, you gotta tell me, can you expand on that story a little bit?
This was I think when I first separated from Black Hand. Shout out to Chaz, my big homie Chaz, man. That's like more like a father figure than a manager. I don't know if people understand that, but when I first separated from Black Hand, it was more, in the eyes of the people who don't know, it was more like some business shit, or they thought it was some fan. I don't know what the fuck they thought, but really, he was just allowing me to spread my wings and try things my own way. You know what I'm saying? Because he was more like a father figure than a manager. But I was with Chaz forever, man. But when I first split from him and tried my own thing independently, I put out some freestyles, like saying I'm independent and saying like a little slick shit about just being independent and whatever the fuck I was talking about. And Nas heard a lot of those records. Like I did a freestyle on Meek Mill's I'm a Boss beat and a bunch of shit. I was going crazy on shit. And he's like, I'm watching you. He named like 2 or 3 things I had out. I was like mind blown, like, oh shit. I felt the same way with Eminem. Like word. Like I asked Eminem if he know my shit. He looked at me like I was dumb. He's like, what? Oh, he's almost like an insult. Like, nigga, what you think I don't know what's going on? Like, of course I don't get shit. Like, what? I was like, oh.
I can't believe you asked him that.
Because I just don't know, nigga.
I can't believe.
I don't know. I gotta hear it. I need to hear it. Eminem and Nas is my, you know what I'm saying? So, and Jay. But when I met M, I just like, because M seems so like attached but disconnected at the same time. Like he seems like he's so into it, but so far from it. He's in his own world, but like he knows and like, but he's so over here. So I'm like, do you know what he looked at me like, nigga, what? Like, do I know your shit? I was like, oh, okay. I like that. I needed to hear that.
That's pretty cool. When you get
Word.
validation from the people that inspire you, it's like it's a different feeling.
Bro.
Even in the green room yesterday, we were with Conway, and Conway was like, yo, Sam, you inspired me. I'm writing stand-up. Like, I want to do stand-up, like, telling
That's
jokes.
fire.
And I was like, what the fuck? He was, like, running jokes by. I was like, that shit's crazy.
Wow,
Like,
that's crazy. I like that. See, look at that shit.
yeah, like, finding his music in, like, 2015, Reject 2 and shit before anyone knew. Like, that shit changed the trajectory of my whole life. Like,
That's amazing.
my dad took me to see Wu-Tang.
Did you tell him that?
Yeah, he knows. He knows.
Fire.
And he put
That's fire.
our first interview on a vinyl, actually. Like, 2 minutes of us talking, like, I have a Conway vinyl that my voice is on and shit.
Fire.
So,
yeah, shout out to Conway. He's still out here somewhere. We have to go pull up on him after this interview.
oh, word? Oh, that's sick.
Yeah,
He's...
casino with some shit.
Yeah.
Fuck with him. Shout out
Yeah,
to
it's
him,
when you
Conway,
get that,
word.
it's a cool feeling. I still
That's
can't believe you
fire.
asked him if he had heard your shit. And he had.
I
That's
had
cool.
to. Nah, he knew it. He was looking at me like, what? Like, you trying to say I'm out of touch? Of course I know your shit. I was like, oh, facts.
Yeah.
That should change my day. I was like, made my day.
Isn't it
Like,
weird?
word.
Have you ever... All right, this is a weird way to... Because when someone says you inspire them, it feels weird sometimes.
For me?
Does it to you? Like, if someone's... it's like a weird feeling to be like, oh, wait, you know me that well?
What do you mean, like somebody I look up to, or is it just
No,
like,
someone comes up to you and says they look up to you.
Nah, it's not weird. You know why? Because the way I write, I'm not trying to be cocky at all, but the way I write as a creative, as a writer, I feel like if you're a fan of rap and you listen to my shit, you should be inspired by it. You should listen to the nuances of what I'm doing in the music and be like, that shit is dope. Let me do my own version of that. If I'm lyrical and I'm really tapped into the culture in a way that is important to us. If you listen to all the shit I do and you're not inspired at all, but you're nice at rapping, I would think that's weird. I'm like, how did you listen to all of that shit and took nothing from it? You wouldn't be as smart as you should be. If you're a smart rapper, you're not as smart. If you can listen to all my shit and take nothing from it, you're not smart. Facts. Because look, I listen to Kiss, I listen to fucking Prodigy, I listen to Nas, Jay, M, Royce. I take from all of these people because what they're doing is that good. If I listened to all that and took nothing, I'd be dumb as fuck. I mean, I don't have to learn how to learn. You're not picking up the shit that you be picking up to be nice. The greats, you know what I learned a long time ago? The greats are great because the greats work with the greats. They all took from each other. They all inspired each other. If you don't take from what's good, then you need to learn how to learn. You're missing a lot of shit. If you listen to all that shit and this is your craft, you took nothing from it, I would question your decision making in a lot of parts of your life. I would think you're fucking up in a lot of areas of life. If you could listen to all that good shit and take nothing from it, you bugging.
There's a thing in stand-up where comedians are like, I don't watch other comedians because I don't want to be like influenced by their stuff.
They're lying.
But I'm like, you don't want to enjoy the art that you're in? Like, why aren't you enjoying the thing that like...
They're lying. They're lying. That's like a boxer saying he don't watch the tapes. So like NBA stars standing and watch each other. No.
Yeah.
No. We all watch each other, bro. Because that's how there's nothing new under the sun. You're not inventing any fucking thing. You take from what's good and add it to what you got going, and then you create originality out of that. But you do take. The smart ones take. The greatest of the greats are just, I don't want to say copycats, but they know how to take influence. If you listen to my shit and you rap and you nice and you took nothing, I'd be like, you're a weird one.
It's evolution. It's the evolution of the art. Can I ask then how the story of that new track with Meth came out? Because that shit's...
Oh, yeah, that was crazy,
shit's
man.
crazy. I love that track.
Shout out to the big bro,
38
Method Man,
Special,
too. Meth, let me show you. First, I got to shout out 38 Special. He created the whole fucking album. Shout out to Special. It's my brother right there. He produced my whole last album, too. Special's, I don't think niggas really realize how dope of a producer Special is. Because they so focused on the boss. He's stupid nice with the rap, too. But musically... He's sitting there with the fucking MP and the computer, and he's making these beats. This nigga's really, really, really talented. He produced my whole last album, whole thing, and he produced this whole album. So I think I'm like 12 or 13. How much joints I got on here? Like 12 or 13 joints. He did all of them shits. And there's a few that didn't even make it. So we been cooking. But the Meth joint came about. I performed like just a pop-up performance at a Sean Price tribute at SOB's in New York City, and Meth happened to be there. And he saw me perform for the first time, and he was like, "Oh shit, Grafh is fucking dope." And he was impressed by my performance, and he told me that he was like, "Yo, you dope as fuck." He said, "I didn't even know you got busy like that. Like you dope as fuck." He was like, "Whatever you need from me, like let me know." I was like, "Well, hey now, I ain't passing this opportunity."
Don't say shit if you don't mean it. Yeah.
What? I was like, "Nigga, you Method Man, nigga." What? I was like, "Come on," so I'm a huge Wu-Tang fan. You stupid? So when he said that, I was like, I had a record. It's funny because I first cooked that record up for Benny.
Oh, word?
I was gonna get out to Benny the Butcher, so I made that record like probably like 2 days before that show. So I had it in my phone. I don't even know if I sent it to Benny yet. So when Meth was like, "Yo, whatever you need," I said, "I got something to send you right now." I said, "Press play when you get to the car." When he got to the car, I played it. He was like, "Shit is fire. I got you." I was like, "Done deal, nigga. Let's go." He bodied the fucking verse.
He killed
What?
that. Yeah.
Yo, Meth went crazy. Meth been his bag crazy though lately though. He bodied everything. It's like Meth got like a vendetta against everything right now. He like, I'm killing everything. So that was an honor and a pleasure, man. Like it's fucking Method Man, dog. Like when you talk about legendary dudes and quality and the shit that I came up on, Meth at the top of the list. So that for me is like that's all milestone shit in my career. That shit I'm like, oh, bucket list shit, word. So that's just I'm proud of that.
Shout out Massachusetts rapper Bleachy Warhol. He was talking on this podcast that Meth hasn't sworn on a track in like 15 years.
Yeah.
And I didn't believe him. And then I went back
He told me that, my man Fry.
and listened to his shit. He really doesn't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy to me. I don't know why. It's just that's
Right.
like a challenge. You know what I mean?
Right. You know what's funny? Like if you're aware of it and you make a thing out of it, it's not hard to do. You have to just make a thing out of it. I don't make a thing out of it, but this verses I do, he point out, you didn't curse on that. I'm like, oh, word. But I wasn't aware that I didn't curse on certain verses. But then there are some verses I'm writing for like a more cleaner look that I'm aware and I don't curse. But that's dope that I curse in 15 years. That's fucking dope.
It's showing that you care. Back to the fashion thing. It's like maybe fashion does it, but it's showing that you care is going to help a little bit more.
Facts
you
indeed.
know what I mean?
Facts indeed,
like,
yeah.
You said you're a fashion guy. Biggest regret purchase of a piece of clothing?
I normally buy what I like, man. I don't do trendy shit. If anything is like, let's say like if there's any brand that's trending, I don't buy it. So I don't have too many regrets.
You don't have those big red boots?
Definitely not.
I know so many motherfuckers who bought that, never wore them once, and no one's buying them.
Hope they kept their receipts. Nah, I don't got too many regrets because I don't follow trends. I buy what I like. As a matter of fact, if there's anything that gets played out, if I like it, I'm gonna buy it when it's played. When y'all niggas off it, I fuck with it. Perfect example, Fendi. I was finding all the vintage Fendi pieces in LA and different places way before Fendi started making it again. They weren't making the Zuka print, the brown and the tan print that you see everybody wearing now. When I was wearing it a few years ago, it wasn't for fucking sale. I was literally scouring the world for vintage pieces all over the fucking places because I'm traveling all the time. So I'm looking for vintage shops, looking, and I'm finding these pieces, one-offs all over the fucking world and buying them from people that own them from like the 80s, 90s, 2000s, buying them from humans that have the shit. Mm-hmm. Like, can I buy this from you? You know what I'm saying? So I was like a Fendi collector of old pieces, and the shit I started such a buzz wearing the Fendi that I was tagging Fendi in the shit too. Tagging them like, look, y'all see what I'm doing? I know I'm fucking some black hood rapper, but fuck with a nigga because I'm out here cooking. You know what I'm saying? And then I think the industry got hip to what I was doing. They just jacked it.
You think you kind of started that?
I know I did.
You started the Fendi trend.
It wasn't for sale for you to buy. Of course, I had to start it. It wasn't for sale. It's not like, oh yeah, I didn't start it. Y'all bought. No, it was not for sale. I was wearing it for like 2 years before y'all started making the print again.
Have they ever contacted you?
They should have contacted me. I don't give a fucking check, goddammit. I did that shit. Nikki. Well, Nikki what?
It was tagging you in post.
Oh yeah, when Nikki started wearing it and Kim Kardashian started wearing it, everybody was tagging my name in it because it wasn't for purchase. I was literally scouring the world for it and offering motherfuckers who owned it money for their pieces. Like, can I buy you the jacket from you? Can I buy that hat? And working out and buying it. And then over time, I collected so many pieces that they were like, oh, this is the Fendi God. But I was buying it from people. It wasn't for sale, dog.
Fendi God.
It was not for sale.
What's your most expensive Fendi piece that you paid?
I don't even know. Everything costs different. I don't even know.
Do you go crazy? Do you go do crazy purchases, or are you like, all right, that's too much?
I gotta be reasonable. But I don't. I gotta be reasonable.
Are you a nerd about anything?
I'm a hustler, man. I'm just know how to get to the money and stack it. So a nerd about anything? I don't think so. I don't know.
There's this anime One Piece I like, and I collect the action figures of them, and that's the nerdiest thing I do.
That's
you know
fire.
what I mean?
That's fire. I just like. I mean, I love information. I love culture, and I love hip hop. So studying that is just, I guess, what I'm nerdy about. I really care about the culture. But that Fendi shit now. Yeah, I did that.
You started that trend.
It was not for sale. It wasn't for sale. So if I ain't started, who did?
They need to write you a check.
They do.
They
Because they started making the print after I made it hot again. It wasn't for sale. They was making all kind of ugly ass pieces nobody gave a fuck about.
Yeah.
Shit with the eyes on it. All these pieces that I was like, this shit is ugly. And I design. I'm like a curator and a designer. I'll be like, yo, y'all should hire me. Let me design some pieces for y'all niggas, man. I know how to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
You could be the next Kid Super.
definitely. Like I used to draw on leather jackets, bags, and mannequins. Like one of the mannequins I drew on got bought in an art museum in fucking Houston.
Really?
That ass, yeah. Like I make art pieces.
Damn,
Yeah.
you're a professional artist.
I am, like for real. I do
That's
shit.
crazy.
So yeah, I did the Fendi shit. Thank me later. All right.
All right, how long are we into this, Frank? 45, perfect. Because I know you got a lot to do, but this is a question I thought of back at the first 2 minutes of the podcast, and it never got back into the conversation. You were talking about touring and crazy nights.
Right.
Do you have one night that's like the craziest night you ever had?
I got a few of them shits, but I will not tell this story on this podcast, sir. I got a few of them shits, though. Crazy. Some of them involve niggas' girlfriends that's in the industry.
Oh.
Some of them stories, they great stories. You'd love to hear them. I can't do it.
No?
No, I can't do it. Nah.
What's the craziest that you can tell?
A lot of stories involve niggas, these girls that people are with, man.
Damn.
Nah, I can't do it. Cause I wouldn't do that.
I don't want to get you. I like that. That's the. I thought it was gonna be like we did Molly on a yacht in fucking Ibiza. You're like, nah, I fucked.
Well, I know. Well, I one time I tried too much mushrooms and it was a poster with a tiger in it. The tiger hopped out, started chilling with niggas. That happened.
Did I seem like I was tweaking last night? Because I was off the shrooms
You got the
last night.
shrooms. So who gave them to you, Drew? Or you had your own shit?
I have my own shit. I got a chocolate
mad at
bar in my. Shout out the Baked Baker. I got a. Oh, this shit's melted.
Oh, that's nice. You gotta drink that and you be on the moon tomorrow.
Yeah, this is 4 grams, 4,000 milligrams
Yo,
of
if he
edibles.
drinks that, he don't think he interviewed 4 Graphs at once. Remember that time we interviewed Graphs and his twin? Both of them were crazy. Like,
This interview didn't even really happen. I'm just sitting here alone in a room.
I'm not even fucking here.
I'm still looking for my $4 outside.
Wow.
Oh, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for finally doing this.
I had to, man. Yeah, we was talking about this shit for years, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta mention something. I'll be forgetting to promote. I got a fucking children's program that I put into schools now, junior high school, elementary, and high school, where it's called music therapy, and we come into the schools and teach the kids how to really express themselves through music. Like I bring Pro Tools, the laptop, the speakers, the microphone, teach them song structure, teach them how to make songs, record them, shoot cool ass music videos, teach them how to really to get out what they're feeling, but via music. Because to me, the truth comes out in the arts. You know what I mean? So music saved my life, dead ass. I've been through so much crazy shit that if I didn't have music, I'd probably be a fucking serial killer. Word. So I'm like, the way music healed me or helped me express, I try to give that back to these kids. And I'm in like 10 schools in New York City.
Wow.
Right now, so
How long have you been doing that?
it's like my 3rd year.
Really?
I just started making it public because at first I was just doing it for real. I wasn't even posting on Instagram. Actually, Vegas, Vegas Jones Instagram. What they call those? Some fuckers. Fucking real name. Emery, I'm bugging the fuck out. Emery at Rock Nation, Jay-Z, man. He's the one who really told me, you gotta post that shit and push it like music. You tripping. Take all the content and post it and push it so people know what you're doing. That's crazy what you're doing. I was like, word. I wasn't even posting it like that. I was just doing it for real, living in what I feel is part of my purpose. He was like, nah, you need to post that shit. And Rock Nation started sponsoring, or like supporting the program, I should say. So they behind the program as well. And this shit been like really fire. And I'm touching this the core of what the fuck is bothering these kids, helping them express that shit in real ways, man. Like one kid, I remember talking to him, because I use music to get over a lot of shit. Like I saw my dad get murdered across the street from where I was living at when I was 14, 15, whatever the fuck it was. And I didn't know how to deal with it. So I just put it in music. Like after the shooting, I went to school the next day and nothing happened. I didn't even know how to, I don't know if I ever processed the shit right. Who knows? But music helped me express the feelings from these kind of things. And one kid, I seen him mad standoffish in the class. He wasn't really fucking with nothing. So I sat and talked to him like, why you ain't really trying to tap in and engage in the program with everybody? And he was kind of quiet. So I started to give him my story, like, hey, I saw my dad get murdered when I was like 15, and making this music kind of helped me heal from it. And he looked at me like, really? I was like, yeah. He was like, wow, because I saw my dad get murdered last week. I was like, fuck. I was like, how old is he? He's like, I'm 12. I'm like, God damn. So that's why he was so like sitting there just dealing with the shit. But he didn't really want to rap. He was too shy. So I said, listen, just write your feelings down. Make them rhyme if you feel like it. If not, just write down what you're feeling, and I'll come help you get your thoughts out. He's like, I bet. He started writing it all down. And he's, me and him, I see him, I feel so close to Shorty. You know what I'm saying? So shit is real, what I'm doing in these schools, man. So
someone does need to come in and tell people it's like, it's cool to create, or it's okay to create. It's not like you're not too cool for school, or you're not.
Nah,
that's how you get out. Like, you need someone like you to do that,
And it gotta be somebody to relate to. If it ain't a real person like me, you can't be some square nigga coming in there trying to tell them how to fucking deal with their issues. Like, I'm from the town, and they know that, so they relate to me when I'm saying it. Like, oh, okay, it's real coming from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I consider myself like the most authentic in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always be like, oh yeah, from him, we believe it from him. So yeah. I really come in there and help these kids.
Did you have someone like that for you when you were younger?
Nah, man. I got lost with all the hustlers, man, to be honest. Just my life was different. But if I did, I probably would have been Barack Obama by now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Who knows? But I got lost in the street shit, trying to find different ways out of shit, and instead I found cocaine.
Yeah.
Anyway. That's
Who was your positive mentor? Like, your first, when you feel like you were found?
Oh, in the business?
Just in life.
Positive? My mom's, I would say. Everybody else that was positive. There was some other positive too. But Chaz, man. Chaz was positive. Chaz, big homie Chaz was not letting me do no fuck shit, no street shit. He was trying to stop all that. All the hustling and street stuff I did was behind his back. Chaz was not going for none of that shit. He was like, this boy got too much talent. I was in college. He was trying to keep all the fucking other OG gangsters away from me, so I don't get caught up in the street shit. Cause Chaz was around me since I was young. Since my father was gone, it was him. My dad was trying to be there as much as he could. Then he got killed, and then it was just Chaz. You know what I mean? So
were you mad at him when he was trying to do that shit, or did you get what he was trying to do?
I got it. I appreciated it, because I would have got super lost in the street if he ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't do that, I'd have been probably in jail or some other shit by now. Chaz was trying to protect me from all that shit. All the hustling in the street shit I did was dead ass behind Chaz's back. He would have been like, nah, fuck all that. He was trying to lead me the right way from jump. He was not having it. All the like weed, coke, whatever the fuck I'm doing wrong. He'd have been like, nigga, hell no. I was hiding it from that man. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, Chaz was trying to lead me in the right direction for sure. That's why I said what I said in that record. When I said, your worker, he working, but he ain't earn much. Your following your OG led you to prison, and he ain't learn much. And that's a fact. OGs that send these little niggas down the same path they went to, that's fucked up. If you know you made some mistakes and did a 10-year bid and came home, why you sending these little niggas down the same road you went to? That's just fucked up. You should be making sure they don't make those mistakes so they stay out the penitentiary. Don't get them to work and be like, yeah, you can take over this hood little nigga. Like, what the fuck? He don't go down the same path you went. Why would you purposely put somebody down the same road? It's fucking crazy. But that's because a lot of us are lost and never learn the right way. I had to figure this shit out.
And we want to put our pain on other people. For real, I think
That's
people want to put, they're like, I went through this, so I'm going to put you through this too.
Yeah, I guess so. I never looked at it that way. But I think a lot of it is just lack of information, lack of knowledge. We don't do it on purpose. Nobody's purposely trying to put a kid down that path. They just learned the wrong things about manhood, and then they teach what they know. And a lot of that shit is a bunch of fucking mistakes.
You know, when what do they say? Hurt people hurt people. You know what I mean?
But they doing it to hurt people. Like, even OGs that gave me work, they wasn't doing it to hurt me. They thought they was helping me. You could take over this hood, right, and give me ounce of coke. They wasn't doing it to hurt me. They was thinking about the money, but they actually believed I could take over this hood, and I could have. Mm-hmm. But you could have gave me a fucking basketball or something else. Because I'm young and I look up to you. So if you give me coke, what you think I'm gonna do? And I want to make you proud. I'm gonna get busy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Like, you could lead the youth a whole different way. Especially if they look up to you, you could tell them, don't do that, do this, and they're gonna do that too.
create music right. Like that is dope that you're doing that,
That's a
and
fact.
it's really positive because you're gonna change a lot of people's lives from that.
Yeah, and that's my goal, man.
And
So far-
generationally, you know.
So far, so good, man. The next step we're gonna do, we're working on a scholarship to get these kids. So when they leave, if it's high school, they can go to college. You got the money for that. So we here for y'all. Facts.
Man, thank you so much for doing this. I
Word,
really
man.
appreciate it.
My boy, this is fire.
Thank y'all for sitting in.
Pause.
This
Oh
is-
no, I gotta shout my nigga P out. How could I not do that? Hold on, I got a crew called Team Bang Dope Gang. That's a squad. It's a collection of all my friends that rap. Porter is the next artist we finna push. He's on the song God, which is on Oracle 3.
Oh
I did
yeah.
that song on the stage. Yeah, this guy gets busy.
Oh, that's sick.
So he's next out the cage, you know what I'm saying? My man Don P, he's gonna come out as well. Shout out to my nigga Banger. And we got squad projects and all that. But his project's coming out next. He actually has a project produced by Shay Noor.
Oh really?
Yeah, Shay Noor's on. He
Shout
does
out
all the
Shay Noor.
beats. 38 Specials on there, I'm on there, and he getting busy.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that. Send that to me when Send that to me when
we
that
drop
drops.
it, you
yeah.
do one him. And
Yeah, I'll get your
Couple
Instagram
months,
after
we'll
this.
drop it in a couple months. Yeah,
Awesome.
for sure. That's
Well-
gonna be the first release off Team Bang Dope Gang, the label.
Dope.
Word.
Thank you so much. Thanks,
Facts.
Frank. Everyone hit like and subscribe. This has been the Bucked Up Podcast.
Shout out my nigga Max Wayne, my nigga Five with the kids camera. We on deck.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey,